has been 3 days since our lepidolite has been in 500 aluminum oxide. We've been checking it along the way, and the slurry seems to be okay. It did lock up on us once because we had it running so low, and the barrel really is over full. So let's take a look at it. Let's get a little bucket of water here. Pull out a stone and wash it. 500. Let's just grab a piece of lepidolite. Look at that lovely, lovely slurry. That's what we have been trying to get all along. Surface of this stone. Let's get some more light here. There we go. Nice and smooth. Better than I thought it was going to be honest. I definitely think it's ready to move on to 1000. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of Dawn soap in here. Just a drop or two. Water. That's the water from polishing that one stone. Or cleaning that one stone. Let's give it just a little bit more water. We will let this run for about 30 minutes, and then we'll take it outside and wash it. Yeah, the lepidolite ended its 3 days in 500 aluminum oxide, which is stage 3. It's getting a 30-minute Dawn bath. Then we're going to rinse it really well outside, and we'll bring it back in and do an inspection. Our black Onyx has been running in 1000 aluminum oxide pre-polish for 3 days, and this is our stage 4. Let's take a look at it. The barrel is really grossly underfilled, but it seems to be doing okay. It did not lock up. It's been running really well. Just going to turn it off and grab a stone. Up. There. Let's clean that off. Let's dry it. You want to see the condition of the surface. Oh, wow. It's really, really smooth. It's got a nice matte finish on it. It's definitely ready to move on to polish. So 3 days in stage 4 aluminum oxide, or 1000 polish. Just a couple drops of Dawn dish soap. Some water. Let's turn it back on. Let's give it some more water. We'll let it run for 30 minutes. Rinse it off outside. And then we'll bring it back in and do an inspection to see if it's actually ready to move on to polish. Woo! Moving right along. Our White King's Quartz and our green Citrine has been running in polish, which is our 2-micron aluminum oxide, for 3 days. Now let's take a peek. Let's see if we can grab a piece. Whoops. Easier if it's turned off. Okay. Lovely slurry. And then I want a piece of the, well, yeah, let's do that. Alright, just rinsing it off camera here. Let's try it. Wow. Feels like glass. Look at how clear that became. I wonder if this is going to need a little bit more time. It's completely dry. Here. There. Get a better look at it. I think it needs more time. 3 days unpolished in the vibratory unit was not enough for this. Now these corners are beautiful, but this big flat surface could use a little bit more time. Alright, let's take a look at what else is in here. Okay, our White King's Quartz has been 3 days in polish, as we know, because it's been in with the Citrine bucket. Let's see if we can pull out a piece of our White King's Quartz. Let's rinse it off here. Absolutely beautiful surface, but it's not ready. It needs more time. We're going to give this another day and check it again. So 3 days, just not quite enough. But while we're here, let's take out that great big piece, Peach Adventurine, that's also in here as barrel filler. Let's see how it's doing. Dry enough. Same situation. It's like the corners are nice and shiny and polished the way I want, but the flat surface could use a little more time. Remember we had the pit that was in here. You see how the polish gets driven in? That's why we need the ultrasonic cleaner to clean that out. But it all needs more time. We'll check on this again tomorrow and every day until we decide it's where we want it. Put a couple of more squirts in there. Okay, we are going to let this run for another day, and we'll be right back. Yesterday was such a beautiful day in October that I went outside and got the tile saw working, and we cut up a bunch of stones to get us through the winter. So we started, oh gosh, I don't even remember where we started yesterday. Let's just take this in order. So back here is our lavender moochite. I had three big slabs of it that I had ordered, and it came in a slabbing rough, so it was these big chunks, and we cut it up and put it on the tile saw. Got some beautiful lavender colors, some lavender, some really bright, almost reds on that. Got some beautiful, beautiful lavender moochite. All cut up. It's now tumbling rough size, a little bit on the bigger side, and that's okay. We're all right with it being large. Oh, goodness. These containers are filthy. I have one of those days, aren't I? Okay, over here, with the lid that won't stay closed, or open rather, is our Chinese writing stone. That's pretty nifty. Really cool patterns on that. Chinese writing stone. Here we have chrysocolla, which is copper and aluminum, and I don't really remember. There's several other minerals that make this stone up. It's really soft. It's like a 2.5 to 4 on the MOHS scale, so that ought to be fun trying to learn to tumble that. I think that'll be on an advanced run. When I was cutting it up on the tile saw, it shaled off. So, lots of interesting cleavage on that. And then we've got, over here is our polychrome jasper. We had several pounds of that. I had cut half of it back last month in September. Then the blade got dull, and I went and got another blade and finished it up yesterday. So I've got some really, really interesting cuts on this rough for the polychrome. Again, we have really large chunks. This is going to be a lot of fun. And then over here, we have ruby and sapphire, which is a MOHS hardness of 9. So this is going to take a really, really long time. This piece has a lot of pink in it, a lot of ruby. And the blue is sapphire. So this will be really, really interesting to see how this tumbles. Now, I have two other stones that are very, very, very similar. They're both out of Mexico. This is the Mexican Crazy Lace, and this is Rosetta Stone, Rosetta Picture Stone. This is a MOHS hardness of like 6.5 to 7. This is a MOHS hardness of like 2.5 to 4. I'm might be wrong on that. No, I'm sorry. The Rosetta picture stone is a MOHS hardness of 5 to 5.5. And it's a lot pinker. See, the patterns are a lot pinker than what we have over here for our crazy lace, which is more of our earth tones and browns and whatnot. So they both have really wild patterns like a crazy lace, but this one is our Rosetta picture and this is our crazy lace agate. So we got 7 stones up yesterday, and I had a couple pieces of bloodstone that were really too big for the tumbler, and so I cut those down. Gave us like 4 or 5 little tiny pieces that we'll be seeing in some stage 1 barrels that need barrel filler. We'll throw that bloodstone in there because we've used bloodstone in the past as a how-to video. So this is all of our little lovelies for projects that are coming. Okay, pretty cool. Pretty happy. I'm gonna let these air dry and then I'm gonna put the lids on them and then put them on the shelf. And then we've got more tumbling rough. Oh my gosh, this stuff just never goes away. I love it. Okay, see you next time. And we're back with our black onyx. It has just finished 3 days in 1000 aluminum oxide pre-polish, which is my stage 4. And it's did a 30-minute dawn cycle bath in the vibratory tumbler, and then I put it for 30 minutes in the ultrasonic cleaner. And now we're going to take a look at it and see if it's ready for polish. Wow. Surface looks really, really nice. And as you can see with that 1000 pre-polish, it's only got a matte sheen to it. It is not a polish, it is a pre-polish grade. I'm not sure. I mean, it feels super smooth. I'm not sure if this has been damaged, like bruised, because it kind of looks a little bit frosted, but it could just be the lighting in here. The ultrasonic cleaner did get the little tiny crevices and pits nice and clean. Well, we're going to put it in polish and give it like 3 days, check it, and then we'll baby it day by day to see how long it's really going to take in the vibratory tumbler to get a good shine on the polish. And I am really, really happy. Just making sure that there's no... This piece is wild. I think the yellow in here is iron. I'm not really sure. It's another mineral. Tends to undercut because it's softer than the onyx. Look at that pattern. Couldn't ask for it to feel smoother. So It's good and clean. Okay, I'm going to put it in the polish stage. Be right back. And we're back with our Lepidolite, which has just finished 3 days in stage 3, 500 aluminum oxide in the vibratory unit, and it went through a 30-minute dawn wash cycle in the vibratory unit, rinsed it all out, took it to the ultrasonic cleaner, did a 30-minute cycle there, rinsed it again, and now we're going to inspect it and make sure there's no damaged stones, make sure everything looks good, so that we can take it to to stage 4, which will be our 1000 aluminum oxide. Ooh. Feels nice, much smoother. It doesn't have that grainy texture. I mean, it needs to be smoother still, but I'm feeling fairly happy. I mean, we can see that it's porous, and you can see that there's a lot of little nooks and crannies on this really soft stone. But the ultrasonic cleaner got all that out. It's feeling amazing compared to what it felt like when it went into 500. I just want to take out any problem stones before it goes further in pre-polish. I want to give this stuff the best chance it can. We got a lot to go through, and I'm going to do most of it off camera because these videos have just gotten far too long. Lepidolite with all your little pits. Very soft fractures. Now, the vibratory barrel was a little on the full side, so it did lock up a couple of times. But just adding a little bit more water made it work pretty good. So I was happy I didn't really need to run it any further, any longer. Okay, I'm gonna go check these. And then we'll be right back. Alright, let's wet down our 1000 barrel, or stage 4 barrel. Just gently put our stone in here, our lepidolite. We've got some ceramic media that's in water. Just drain some of this water out. in it when it ran at 500. So I want to put less ceramic in it this time. Alright, let's get that rock that fell. Okay, let's add a little bit more ceramic. Stage 4, 1000 aluminum oxide. Let's add 1 teaspoon. A little spray. Let's see how the slurry is going. Seems to be going a lot faster than that 500 did. I think I'm going to add any more ceramic to that. That side. I think it only needed 1 teaspoon. Let's put this aside. Oh, that's coming along nicely. And because it's such a soft stone, I do want to slow the action just a little bit to not bruise the stone. And that is slowing it too much. Yeah, we're going to let that run. Alright. We will see this in 3 days. Hope it survives. I will be checking on it during the run. Okay, that is it for this one. Until, yeah, that's it for Lepidolite. Okay, we're taking a quick check of our White King's Quartz and green Citrine barrel that also has a piece of, or has some pieces of aventurine in it. But I'm just doing a polish check. And I rinsed this off, dried it. Of course, there's still slurry stuck in it, but that's okay. Just checking the level of polish. It's been 4 days. And while we're chasing that shine, I still think it's a little too matte on this large surface. So we did check a couple. It's going back in. We'll see it tomorrow. Just needs more time. cracking up or anything.